If you're being investigated or you've been charged with a sex crime, whether it's a federal sex crime or a state crime, you need to know there are serious consequences with being convicted of either type of case. At the federal level, it's very unlikely to get probation. If you're convicted of a sex crime at the federal level, you could be looking at easily 5 years or 10 years, some cases 15 years to life. On the state side, it's very serious as well, because you're looking at situations where you could get probation, but oftentimes you're being charged with a crime where it's 10 to life or 20 years to life, and that means you actually do 10 years or 20 years, depending on the crime, before you're eligible for parole. Not only is there the risk of prison time, but also the long-term consequences of being a lifetime sex offender. It means for the rest of your life, you are branded as someone who's a sex offender, and everyone has to know about it, from your employer to your neighbors, everyone. If you're being charged with or investigated for a federal or state sex offense, it's really important you come see me. I have helped a lot of people and gotten great deals for clients, even gotten some cases dismissed where they thought there was no hope, or they were told by other lawyers, oh, you better plead out or you don't have a chance. They've come to me and they've been very, very satisfied with my service. And I always tell people, you have nothing to be ashamed of when you come and talk to me. I am not someone who's here to judge you. My job is to defend you, and I don't care what they're accusing you of doing. My job is to defend you. You'll find a lot of these attorneys that are the cheapest lawyers in Las Vegas.com or whatever they want to call themselves. I like to say the half-assed lawyers, but the reality is if you go with them, you're going to get what you pay for. It's just like anything in life. Whether you're shopping for a doctor or you're shopping for a car, you get what you pay for. So if you go with the cheapest, you can expect that you're going to end up paying for it in the long run, because a lot of people will go and hire the cheapest lawyer, they'll plead to something, and then realize 6 months later when they're applying for a job, oh wow, I shouldn't have pled guilty to that. And they end up losing more money in the future in terms of lost job opportunities, or they get fired from their current job. Or if they're not a U.S. citizen, they end up getting deported. So the consequences to somebody who's trying to save money by going cheap and hiring the cheapest lawyer actually end up costing them more in the long term. A casino marker in Nevada is treated as a check. It's an extension of credit that a casino gives you. And if you write a check to the casino or a casino marker to the casino and it bounces just like a check, the state of Nevada will prosecute you for felony theft by check. If you're arrested in another state, they will bring you in a prison bus in prison garb down to Las Vegas and prosecute you. If you're being investigated for having written a casino marker that bounced to a casino, or you're being prosecuted for a casino marker violation, it's really important that you contact me as soon as possible. I've had great results where even in one case, I got a client's entire prosecution dismissed, and he had owed $5.5 million in markers. While I can't guarantee a certain result, I can tell you that I am very aggressive and I have a great history of fighting for my clients and getting great results for my clients in casino marker prosecutions. If you're being investigated for committing a federal offense, or you're being prosecuted for committing a federal offense, it's important that you hire an attorney who has experience in defending people in federal criminal court. It makes all the difference in the world, because the federal system is very different than the state system. I've represented hundreds of people in federal prosecutions. Federal prosecutions, the penalties are always very severe. When someone is convicted in a federal offense, overwhelmingly that person is looking at prison time. And then to come out of prison, you're going to be branded as a felon for the rest of your life. If you're being investigated for a federal crime or you're being prosecuted for a federal crime, it's important that you come see me right away. The consultation is free. Anything you tell me is protected by attorney-client privilege. And remember, I've represented hundreds of people in your situation.